It's not hard to have a sense of adventure in some places. This is definitely one of those places where the sense of adventure is real. We're gonna drive up this tiny unmarked road and we're gonna find a small pilgrimage site. How did I find it? Google. Why was I looking for it? God. Maybe we're going up onto the top of that. I don't know yet, but I need to refer to my map, make sure I didn't miss a turn somewhere in a little bit. I mean, I guess we'll go a bit further, but might be going up there. The litter out here is quite abundant. It's unfortunate. And what do we have up there? Is that just somebody's ranch? I don't know. So one of the first things you notice when you first enter the desert is that the desert does not retain heat very well. So last night when I was driving, it got all the way down to -9 on my thermometer, and that's pretty wild because today it's going to get up to +16 or so. A nice bright sun's going to come heat this all up, but when it does get cold, there's nothing stopping it. It just goes and goes. It could probably change on a dime. When I was driving in last night, I got to a point where I couldn't really tell where the road was anymore. It was dark and it was late, real dark, real late. And so I was thinking about walking the 4 kilometers in to get here from where I was. Sorry, 4 miles. Let me tell you, I'm very thankful I didn't, because this is a very unforgiving space around here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some geography thing I want to show you over there. So hopefully I remember to show you. But wow, just wow. Like what? How did I get here? Oh my. All right, out of respect for the pilgrim spot here, I am not going to show you the inside right now. I'm going to talk the spirit a bit first. Welcome to the Santo, Nino de Atocha shrine. I talked to spirit in here, and they were all too willing to help me spread the Lord. You probably couldn't feel it in the video, but I assure you, spirit is rather blessed in here. So the most magical thing, when I opened this door and I came into here, there's 2 candles lit. Now I don't know how long a candle like this can be lit for, but it was quite magical to approach a remote place such as this, and for someone to have been here at some point in the not so distant past. Now, from what I understand of the main deity this representation of Jesus here is that this is kid Jesus, and he would just go barefoot at night around helping people. I'm a little bit overwhelmed by emotions, honestly. It is powerful, powerful stuff. Based on the room, I get the impression that a particular family owns the land and created this space. When they opened it for other people to visit, I don't know. But there was no lock on the door. And I feel well welcomed. Off in the distance down there, you can see my car, the New Mexico landscape. What is life? Is life this? Is this life? What a blessed family. Thanks for checking it out with me. God bless. All right, everybody. I found a hot spring. I'm pretty excited about trying it. Oh, yeah. Yes. I hear this is from the 1920s. It's quite warm. And just feel this with me. Oh, the water is amazing. It's a gravel bottom down there. Just gotta make sure I don't got anything hidden in the pockets here. Wow. I just got out of a hot spring in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, and it was awesome. I really love baths, and because I couldn't get in the ocean, I haven't been in the water in around 10 days, so it was very powerful and beautiful that I had this opportunity. I'm very thankful for it. It was very refreshing, relaxing, and if you're ever in New Mexico, I definitely can say nice things about Truth or Consequences. And it's surprising too, because I honestly didn't know what to expect of this town, but it's got a lot more to offer than I was expecting, so great thing that I got here. Sorry I look so tired, but that is what it is. Much love. So I'm here at the Elephant Bluffs Fish Hatchery, as far as I would know its name to be. They have these beautiful places you can use for free during the day, and otherwise you can rent it for nights for RV camping or car camping or whatever. I'm just here during the day, but I thought this was kind of cool. So it's some kind of well system, and obviously it hasn't really needed to be used in some time, but for me it just seems so wonderfully awesome. So my understanding is that you go into the ground and then the water would go up, to put it simply. And then, again, look at these little villas you can put your car into or hang out under when you're parked out here. They're just so perfect. You got your little outlet, there. What a beautiful spot. I'm very happy I was walking into the visitor center and asking the right questions, because without going to the visitor centers and asking the right questions, I wouldn't have found this place. Very happy I did. I probably had a ton of stuff in my teeth right there. Hey guys, this is totally awesome and you're really going to want to see it. As you know, I'm going to hit a denoise on the video, so the wind that you're hearing has already been reduced from reality. But maybe I'll give you a second or two of the real wind, because it's making a lot of noise, let me tell you. It's got a lot of force. I don't know what wind's going on. Actually, see wow, this is so cool. This is like the coolest thing. Look at that. No water floats. Go, like, be a fish. Wanted to be a fish. And there's more boats. Isn't that awesome? I guess they're out there fishing. What else would they do? Just chilling, fishing. That's awesome. This guy, look at him. He's just tucking along. Wow, what a beautiful, ridiculous sight. Never seen anything like that before today. There's too many places to meditate on this journey. Let me just tell you about that. Much love. All right, welcome to January 30th, where I am en route this morning to Santo, Nino de Atocha Shrine. And it is just a little shack out in the middle of the desert. Like, it's freaking awesome. Like, it felt so cool to go to this place, experience this energy. It felt like a true, like, pilgrimage kind of vibe, pilgrimage site. The shrine is dedicated to a young deity version of Jesus that walks around barefoot at night and helps people. Here's a psalm that I turned to as I opened the page just randomly, and 64 is a family number, so it was cool to see that. Here's the deity here, and it was such a magical place, as I'm sure you saw in the video. Life in a Civic commercial here with my car being beautiful all over the desert. Amazing to see trees. Like, this tree's been there a long time in the desert. And then from there, I drove to Truth or Consequences, which is one of those places that I didn't know exactly what was going on, but I knew they had hot springs, and turns out the hot springs were amazing. I tried one soon after I got there, like an old school style one, and then I tried a bath style one later in the day. Thankful to go to the visitor center. Always go to the visitor center. And there was a cute shop beside it. I got a banner for a friend. And yeah, it is a really cute, charming little town with a decent amount of tourist opportunity. We had the Elephant Butte up the hill. They have all these arts all over the town. And they even have a golf course and a disc golf course with two 18s of disc golf. And so I was very impressed by that. Here's an image from in the shop, little Alice in Wonderland. And here's some more images in the shop of beautiful cultured items. I thought this was pretty cool despite its like depressive vibes. This is the one I got for a friend. It lives with me. This one was pretty magical, but I figure I can find these things online if I really care to invest more. Everything's marked up in this lovely tourist America. Oh, look at that hot springs mural. So I went to like the cheapest one. It was $5 for 30 minutes. And the guy was like kind of grumpy about it. It was hilarious. But most of them wanted like 40 for an hour and stuff like that. I was going to get an accommodation that included it, but it just didn't work out that way. I played pretty cheap for a lot of the trip, or cost effective. And even still, I did double what I was expecting or hoping to pay. Here's a picture from inside, like this old school one. I loved it. I thought it was perfect. It had like a gravel bottom to the water. And so, yeah, really good times, really relaxing, really helped take some of the tension away. And that was important because yesterday I had that big healing with the master healer. So I was doing a ton of emotional releasing the night prior and into today. And then, so it was about integrating, and it was important to do. This is me cooking my first meal. I should have cooked a meal sooner on that portable stove. This doesn't look ideal, but it was quite good and quite nutritional. There was a lot of textures in the desert that I found very fascinating, so I took a few pictures of those. They kind of look weird, but if you were there, you might have better appreciated the beauty of these complex desert textures. And yeah, there's a little pile of stones here. I'm sure it meant something to somebody. Here's me with some kind of cactus plant. Love going off trail. Thought that was pretty awesome to look at. Here is what I'm thinking was a native pocket knife kind of tool. It fits in my hand. I did take it home with me, so I can still play with it, but it has a little sharp point at the end. And I think you'd hold it like that, and if something came at me, I could definitely do some penetrating damage with the tip of it. Here's the view from the bottom of the Elephant Butte. Here's like a bunch of foxholes under a tree, which I thought was nice. So runoff. It's so weird to be in the desert where the high is like plus 15, 20, and the cool is like minus 10. Here's more pictures of the drainage around the hatchery that I was hanging out at. Here's a little shaped spot. Looks like a heart or something. Look at this view. Just gorgeous little trail that went along the water there. Here's where the water level reaches at its peak, like well up into that. Here's like a pulley system that brings you across the water if you needed to. I found the views up at the top of the dam to be amazing. I'd never seen a dam that close or anything like that. So it was beautiful. I could have done the Hoover Dam later in the trip, but I just didn't. And so I was really thankful to have seen this. And this is just one of those hillbilly properties that were everywhere, just look like crap, just abandoned metal and cars. Here's me playing disc golf. The course was really nice. I did pay a little bit for it, but the guys there, Alan and Rick, I believe they were very nice. Really like those guys. Here's me almost getting a hole in one in the wrong kind of hole. And a little selfie of the little bit of a mountain in the background there. There's a close up of the mountain. Looks so cool. Here's just part of the art and culture of the community. Just beautiful stuff everywhere you look in this town. What a beautiful place. I'd love to live somewhere like this. I'd love to live everywhere, honestly. It's such a beautiful world. That's the downtown street there. Quiet, sleepy, but still very active with tourism and locals. And this is art from the last place I got the hot spring bath. It's a traditional old bathhouse kind of vibe. We each got these individual little containers with the bathtubs in them. And then here's me en route to Albuquerque that night, where I slept in Santa Fe. So that was my day, January 30th. It was an amazing day to do that religious pilgrimage vibe. Really helped change the tone a little bit. I mean, I did the Coming of the King Shrine a couple of days earlier, but definitely the sense of adventure to go out in the desert and check out a spot like that was magical. Truth or Consequences with all those hot springs was magical. The Elephant Butte was magical. And then to play disc golf too and do a little bit of hiking and this and that. It was a fantastic day. I really loved it. And then Santa Fe is an amazing day. So January 31st is the next one I'll talk about. And that was a really cool day too. Um, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and joining me. I love and appreciate you. And let's keep making the world a beautiful place every day. Thank you so much. Bye for now.